Hello everybody, I'm Jimify, and in this video, I'm doing a collaboration with Doctor Who Adventures. Before I begin, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow my Instagram, join the Jimify Corner, and let's begin. So how this is going to work is I'm going to first do my favourite episodes from... by the way, I should mention, the collaboration is a favourite episode from each modern day era Doctor, okay? So yeah, how this is going to work is I'm going to tell you mine first, from the 9th Doctor, or 10th Incarnation, to the 13th Doctor, or 15th Incarnation, if I'm correct, okay? So, number 9, I think I'd have to say it was Father's Day, right? This episode was amazing, I loved it. Well, not at the time, because I was still, I'd only just been born, right? I hadn't been born long after that episode, or before. Anyway, so I love this episode, right? Mainly because the Doctor, he can't just go fixed, right? Instead, he can barely do anything, right? Because this is nothing he can do. At the end of the day, it's just Rose's father. It's his fault. Actually, no, it's not his fault. It's Rose's fault for saving him. Which, yeah, it sounds horrible, but Rose, at the end of it, Rose really is devastated. And you know how the Doctor's only just come out of the Time War, right? Well, the Doctor, obviously he knows that there's nothing he can do, because if there was, then he would have gone back and he would have saved all his people from the Time War. But he couldn't, and he can't save any of those that he loved, right? And I like how the companion is able to relate with the Doctor for once, you know? It's good, and like I believe that the companions, they represent the viewer with the Doctor. So if Rose is able to feel how the Doctor feels, then we're able to feel how she feels. Okay? Number 10, The End of Time. Yeah, that's kind of 2 episodes. But if I had to pick one up, I'd have to say part 2. Although I might mention parts from part 1, okay? Now, this one was difficult because I also liked School Reunion. And there was another one I also liked, but I can't remember the name of it. The 2 Doctors, that's the one. I like the 2 Doctors as well. But The End of Time works out because, one, it's a Master story. I love the Master stories, okay? Especially John Sim. He was amazing as the Master. He was amazing, right? So, John Sim. Also, we had the Time Lords in this episode. I've got a figurine of it here. Here we go. Got Rassilon, right? From The End of Time. I'm put him back in my figurine collection. There we go. And yeah, the Doctor saves himself to save an elderly man. Like Wilfred, I can't remember his second name. Sorry. Right. He plays this. He plays Donna's grandfather, if I'm correct. And he trapped himself in this radiation-filled machine, and the Doctor, to save him, has to sacrifice himself. So the Doctor could have lived on for, like, I don't know, another like couple hundred years. Whereas the old man, he would only live for like, what, 10, 20 at a push? That's a bit disrespectful, so I'm sorry for that, but you know what I mean, right? David Tennant was my favourite Doctor, and the fact that he sacrificed himself for that, well, it was kind of what he did, but loads of us, I think, would have wished that he remained, right? And also, with his leaving speech, I don't think that was that wasn't planned. David Tennant himself was actually saying that because he really didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave the role as the Doctor. He is actually one of the most popular roles to play, actors to play the Doctor. He's either the first or second, with Tom Baker beating him. Okay, but yeah. And then the 11th Doctor story, my favourite one, it probably have to be Day of the Doctor. I say this, right, because at the end of the day, it was a 10th and an 11th and War Doctor story. Sorry, my iPad storage went and it stopped the recording. Okay, so yeah, 10, 11 and 8, or 9, or 8.5, it depends what you want to call it. Popular names for it are 8.5, just the 9th Incarnation, or yeah, whatever you want to call it. Okay, But yeah, we got these three doctors in one story, which is amazing. Okay, Christopher Eccleston chose not to be in the story for some reason I'll never understand. Okay, which is disappointing, right? But at the end of the day, he doesn't want to do he doesn't want anything to do with Doctor Who anymore, and we're not going to be getting any Ninth Doctor scenes from him, unless there's CGI or flashbacks or stories or yeah. Anyway, so the 12th Doctor. There we go, Peter Capaldi. If I may just get him here. There we go. Okay. My favourite story from Peter Capaldi. I think I would probably go with I like The Witch is Familiar. Yeah, The Witch is Familiar because he goes against the Doctor. Actually, no. I think my favourite episode of him is going to be Death in Heaven. Right. I say this because it's another Master story, or Missy story, okay? Also, right, apart from Missy going psycho and killing people, right, Missy was getting, or kind of helping the Doctor, or actually no, not helping the Doctor, but like building him an army, right, which is weird, right? So the Master wasn't really planning to go against the Doctor. And yeah, also we get flashbacks to old Who people like Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart, his daughter. I don't think there's any more, right? But yeah, that story was amazing. Okay, and the fact that they added those flashbacks in, it was cool. It was smart, if you can call it that. Okay, and finally, the 13th Doctor. Oh, I think it'd have to be The Woman Who Fell to Earth, because all the other stories, right, they're not as political or have racism and sex or sexism as their main topics. Okay, The Woman Who Fell to Earth is it's more of an actual Doctor Who action story. You know, you've got there's a bit of fighting. Okay, not really Doctor Who, but there we go. It's the Doctor going against people, and during the series, when the Doctor's always complaining about how things are different now, because there's a woman now, in the first story, that would have been normal, you know? The Doctor had been a man for like 2,000, well, more than 2,000 years now. But yeah, the Doctor had been a man for 2,000 years. So the first day as a woman, obviously it's going to be weird. And that would be normal. You know, it's expected. But this isn't keeping it going on about it. It does get tiring sometimes. But, there we go. So okay, and also like you have episodes like Rosa, where the main topic's about racism and morals. But is Doctor Who really supposed to have morals as stories? Some of them, yes. Some of them go nicely, and like there's others with arachnids in the UK. That was political. You know, the main guy, right? If you think about it, like Donald Trump, you know, a white bad man doing the wrong thing. Polluting the environment, shooting innocent things, you know, it's all political, and it's just it gets tiring, you know. You watch Doctor Who for the action and the excitement, and to tune in every week to watch your favourite Doctor as they try and sort out things that are going on, you know. That's what people want. They want to see doctors going against things, making people laugh, shocking, you know, all that. That's what Doctor Who is. It's a family TV show, right? And the fact that it's all just watered down now, it's a bit. But anyway, this isn't a ranting video, so I apologise for that. Okay. The Woman Who Fell to Earth is a great story, and it's also where we get this sonic screwdriver from, which is also cool. Okay. I've done a review on this if you're interested. Okay. Don't mind my nail. Don't mind that. Okay. But yeah, there we go. Okay. And I'm now going to leave you over to Doctor Who Adventures, and they're going to talk about their favourite modern Doctor Who stories. Okay, over to you two. The button doesn't work. Hang on. There we go. Over to you.
Hey guys, it's Doctor Who Adventures here. For the 9th Doctor, we've chosen Bad Wolf and the Parting of the Ways. Our first ever series finale did not disappoint.
It had a slightly odd start with the game shows, but then it all became clear.
And the Daleks were terrifying.
Now for the 10th Doctor. We've chosen The Stolen Earth and Journey's End.
A crossover between Sarah Jane Adventures, Torchwood, and Doctor Who? Yes, please.
Perfect storytelling and great interactions between characters. And not to mention that cliffhanger.
And now we come to the 11th Doctor. We've chosen The Day of the Doctor.
The anniversary special was well worth the wait. It was epic, the acting was brilliant, and the story was awesome.
And we finally entered the Time War.
For the 12th Doctor, we've chosen World Enough in Time and the Doctor Falls.
Perhaps the scariest Doctor Who story we've seen.
And it turned out to be one of our favourites. And not to mention that we finally got to see the genesis of the Cybermen.
For the 13th Doctor, we've chosen Resolution.
Series 11 wasn't our favourite series, but
The New Year special was brilliant.
it truly made the Daleks scary again, and they only needed one Dalek to do it.
Also, Jodie was at her best in this story. I've been Christopher.
And I've been Lewis.
And you've been
Brilliant!